We have some big news from Capitol Hill right now. Seniors in wheelchairs have been zip-tied and are being arrested right now.
Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real. So lovely. I came across this video on my For You, and I thought to share with my colored people are reacting to the fact that disabled people who decided to come out to protest, to have a peaceful protest, has been arrested and zip-tied. This got people reacting to the fact that, oh my goodness, what is happening to the dreams of everyone? I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, want to just share your thought of what you think, and I am actually waiting for what MAGA supporters has to say about this whole thing.
Disabled senior citizens were literally zip-tied by police because they were peacefully protesting the Medicaid cuts. And I gotta say, immediately when I saw this, my immediate reaction was to do my research to put together a video that raises public awareness specifically about how the federal Medicaid cuts would force states to eliminate services for disabled adults, older adults, and children. And how literally a new study just found that proposed Medicaid cuts could lead to thousands of deaths. How a literal Republican senator, Bitch McConnell, said that voters will get over losing Medicaid. Then I stopped because I remembered something. As much as Latinos get a bad rap, as they should, for voting for Trump, even after we warned them about the bullshit from the illegal deportations that this administration was gonna fucking do, I gotta fucking tell you, I have not forgotten. In the 2024 election, white voters made up an estimated 71% of the national electorate. And that 71% transgenerationally overwhelmingly voted for Trump. Y'all motherfuckers might as well have. I will vote for Donald Trump. Look, here's the fucking story. White people who voted for Trump need to do the work in closing your own motherfucking empathy gap. Because when black people tell you about hundreds of years of slavery, when indigenous populations say that you genocided them in order to steal their land and natural resources, Latinos are separated from their children, when we tell you there's discrimination in hiring practices, when we tell you there's racial discrimination as it relates to the wage gap and the wealth gap, when we tell you about all of these problems that ail our communities, somehow we're exploiting this victimhood mentality, because in the land of the free and the home of the brave, everyone can just work hard and raise themselves up by their bootstraps. Our humanity is never dignified, it is never respected, it is actually mitigated, and you tell us to get over it. But the instance and the minute that we see this, we immediately see this for what the fuck it is. It is an infringement upon your First Amendment right as dictated by the Constitution to peaceably assemble and protest the government because they are harming you. We see this as police abuse. We see this as a federal government that is currently hostile to the most indigent among us, hell-bent on taking away services that people need in order to live and survive. Also that they can give billionaires tax cuts. Overall, we see your humanity. We see that you're a dignified human being who deserves respect and that this is wrong. That's because we know nothing but empathy, because we've been fighting for our collective liberation since y'all started colonizing the fucking world. As for me, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna continue doing the social political commentary work to raise public awareness and my own call to actions and work to make sure that you keep your rights and keep your Medicaid.
What in the fuck are we doing? This is unforgivable. I don't give a fuck what you say. This is unforgivable. Protesters in wheelchairs, cuffed with zip ties during Capitol demonstrations against Medicaid cut. Look closer at this picture. Do you see this gentleman right here? Yeah, this is a disabled man who clearly has cerebral palsy being fucking zip tied in his goddamn wheelchair, along with all the others that you just saw, because they showed up and said, please do not kill me. Do not cut my fucking Medicaid. That is how I live. And then they fucking put them in fucking zip ties, booked and arrested some of them. Explain it to me, MAGA. How the fuck you were okay with this? You were okay with an insurrection and their caregivers were fucking arrested. Arrested for crowding and obstructing. Because they're fighting for their life. This goddamn big, beautiful bill is going to cut Medicaid. Do you get it? Our fucking representation is failing people. They are fucking failing the most vulnerable population in the United States. So that what? Zuckerberg, Bezos, Elon, and the 1% can have more fucking money? First you took away women's rights. Then you went for black and brown people. Now you're coming for the disabled. So the rich can get richer and they can control everything. If you watch this and you're like, oh, this bitch is crashing out, you goddamn right. You goddamn right I am. I am a mother to a special needs child. And if I ever saw one motherfucker zip tie him because he was fighting for his rights, I would go to jail because I would fucking beat the shit out of some. This whole goddamn regime. We're not calling it administration. We're calling it a Trump dick-sucking fucking loyalist piece of shit regime is doing this to every fucking person they don't agree with. I am sick and fucking tired of nobody doing anything. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you can watch any of that, if you can read any of that and feel nothing, go jump into a fucking grave because you are dead. We have lost our way in this country. We have lost our way, and it is gonna take a goddamn uprising to try to unfuck all this stupid shit that this goddamn bill includes. Our fucking leadership should be so goddamn ashamed, and they're not. They don't care if people die, as long as they don't have to flip the bill. Because for fuck's sake, I need a new yacht, a new bunker, a new fucking Trump coin, a new fucking, hotel in Gaza. This motherfucker, this demented fucking drop foot, brace wearing, catheter wearing, fucking bronze face piece of shit. Y'all are loyal to this? Do you care if your grandma died? Do you care if special needs kids die? No, you fucking don't. I hope all you loyalists go to fucking hell. I hope you all fucking suffer for every day of the rest of your goddamn life for even fucking looking at him. He is a fucking felon. A fucking felon. And you voted him the fuck back in. What is fucking wrong with you? When people die because they can't get what they need for their medicine, and they can't get food, and they can't get therapies, and they can't get aid and help, you are gonna fucking learn the hard way. Because like it or fucking not, all of us are 30 seconds away from being permanently disabled at any given fucking point in history. It takes one car crash, one fall off a boat, one heart attack, and y'all will be in the same fucking position. But this is the man you want to charge into hell for. This is the motherfucker right here. This weak son of a bitch who can barely fucking stand. That's why his fat ass sits all the time and covers that right goddamn hand, which you can clearly tell has had an IV in it or it's fucking bruised. I will crash out every fucking day and lose my voice every fucking day because what this motherfucker did is unconscionable. He wants people to die, and he wants rich people to get more wealthy. I'm like losing my voice because I'm so hoarse, because I am so goddamn pissed off. If this bill passes, we are going to fucking riot. We are going to fucking riot. I hope all the goddamn echo chambers, the Charlie Kirks, the Bennies, the Gunther Eaglemans all fucking post this shit all fucking day, because you goddamn right. You goddamn right I will fight for those who cannot fight for themselves because of you fucking loyalist pussy.
Hey y'all, wheelchair Wonder Woman here. So didn't know if you heard that, but I said wheelchair Wonder Woman. I use a wheelchair full time. Most of you know that by now. This video is absolutely disgusting to me. So as a full-time wheelchair user, I wanted to say, this is friggin' horrible. This is horrible. You cops, you police, you freaking family members of police. When telling us to respect you, and then you do this crap? You do this horrible, horrible crap? Okay, so 2 things about able bodies on here sharing this video. Thank you, first of all, for sharing. Thank you, I appreciate that. But please stop saying the elderly. It looks like just elderly in this video, but there's also young people. There's also young people that were getting arrested. There's also young people that are on Medicaid, not just elderly. I'm not elderly, I'm 57. No, I do not have Medicaid, but I did 10 years ago when this first happened. I don't now, but guess what? I'm gonna stand up for everyone I know who is a disabled person. All right, so secondly, we are not wheelchair bound. We might use a wheelchair. I use a wheelchair full time. I can't stand or walk, but I'm not friggin' bound. If I was bound, it means that I would not be able to move. Means I would eat in my wheelchair, which I do. Means I would take a bath in my wheelchair. I would sleep in my wheelchair. I'd go to the bathroom in my wheelchair. Obviously, I friggin' don't do any of those. Shelley, who is president of Miss Wheelchair of America. I was Miss Wheelchair of Indiana for, 2017 and 18. Shelley would preach all the time and say, wheelchair users are not bound. Bound means like this. Bound means like this shit that they're doing. Tying our hands. Zip tying our hands like a friggin' animal. What did they think they were gonna do? Barely roll away. Barely roll anywhere. It's friggin' disgusting. So you MAGAs, you Trump lovers, you Donnie lovers, you, oh my God, I'm saving my family. Saving your family from what? Because this is evil. This is criminal. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And it's heartbreaking that so many people I love believe this is okay. So how would you like it to see my hands zip tied? Would you like that? Would you like to see my hands zip tied? Because I would have been there if I could have. I would have. This is so disgusting. Like, how do you not have empathy for other human beings? I don't get it. I don't get it. How can we explain to you to be empathetic, to be compassionate? I mean, Jesus loved everybody. Jesus said, love thy neighbor. Jesus didn't say zip tie their freaking hands when they're disabled. He didn't say beat the shit out of someone because they're a different race. Please, please, share this video and stop this insanity.
Some news I never thought I would report on. Elderly Americans handcuffed, still strapped into their mobility scooters. According to Politico and Yahoo News, Capitol Police arrested 26 protesters, including several in wheelchairs and scooters, during a demonstration against Trump's massive federal spending bill. These seniors were peacefully protesting cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, and housing assistance. They held signs, they chanted, they never got out of their chairs. And yet officers moved in handcuffing them, some with their hands behind their backs, while they're still strapped into their chairs. One woman shouted, "I've worked my whole life. This is my country too." Trump's bill, called the One Big Beautiful Bill, would impose new work requirements for housing aid, even for elderly or disabled Americans. It also slashes funding for Medicare and other programs that keep seniors alive. The administration claims these cuts promote independence, but advocates call it a death sentence. This isn't a policy debate anymore. This is a moral line. And if this is how America is going to treat its most vulnerable, who's next? I am Jared Zisser. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Substack for all breaking news, all breaking updates, and the full story.
We have some big news from Capitol Hill right now. Seniors in wheelchairs have been zip tied and are being arrested right now after demonstrating against the Republican budget bill that would cut health care for millions of Americans. These seniors are literally in wheelchairs. Their hands are zip tied and they're being arrested by Capitol Police. I need you to watch this video. That is real. That is happening on Capitol Hill right now. Seniors with their zip ties in wheelchairs being led out of a Senate building where they were demonstrating peacefully. They were demonstrating against the budget bill that would cut health insurance access for millions of Americans. According to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, more than 11.9 million Americans could lose their health care if this bill passes. And they were making their voices heard, and now these seniors in wheelchairs are in zip ties. Spread the word so more people know what's happening on Capitol Hill right now, and follow along, stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. More to come soon.
It's wrong for any Labour government. No Labour government should ever try to balance the books on the backs of disabled people. Yet in just a few weeks' time, that is what the Prime Minister will ask this House to do. Many of us will not be able to go along with that, because it will mean that people who need assistance to cut up their food, to wash themselves, to dress themselves and to go to the toilet will lose the PIP they currently get. That's vital support. The Prime Minister changed direction on winter fuel payments. Will he do the same in relation to this and now drop these disability benefit cuts?
Mr. Speaker, it's very important we make the changes to our welfare system. It's not working. It needs reform. I think everybody agrees with that. It doesn't work for anyone. We will do so on a principled basis that those who can work should work. Those that want to work should be supported to do so, and that we must protect those with the most severe disabilities who will never be able to work. And we're doing that by ending reassessments and paying a new premium.
Hey, MAGA. A forceful show of civil disobedience? Are you friggin' kidding me? You zip tie and arrest people peacefully protesting their Medicaid cuts that y'all said weren't going to happen, that are going to happen, and they're peacefully protesting in their wheelchairs and get arrested and zip tied. And y'all support this? Peacefully protesting is as American as apple pie. This is something that we all, every American, either side of the aisle, needs to be disgusted by. Peaceful protesting of legitimate fear of getting cuts that would debilitate these people's way of life. And they're zip-tied like animals, and they're in freaking wheelchairs. They shouldn't be touched like this. This is ridiculous. Follow me for more.
Contact your Republican senator. They are still debating right now on the big bullshit bill, which, besides selling off public lands and all sorts of other things that will be really damaging to both marginalized humans and the environment, will defund federal funds for Medicaid over the next decade, as well as adding a whole lot of hoops that Medicaid recipients and other welfare recipients will have to go through in order to qualify. This is going to be absolutely disastrous for disabled people. If it passes, it will be disastrous for the elderly. A huge percentage of people who are in senior care homes receive funding through Medicaid for that care. And it will also destabilize the entire infrastructure of the United States medical system, which heavily relies on Medicaid and Medicare patients and their payments to subsidize the entire healthcare administration. If your doctor is receiving 30 to 50% payments from Medicare and Medicaid patients, and all of a sudden in the next couple of years that goes away, I can guarantee your doctor is not going to be able to see you on private insurance either. I hear a lot of people saying that they don't want to contact their Republican senators, or that there is no point in contacting their Republican senators. And I cannot beat this drum hard enough. You need to contact them. I promise you, they are not united on this. The amount of Republican infighting that is happening over this bill is colossal. Republicans on all sides of the aisle are not in agreement about what the terms of this bill should be, and that means that there is huge ability for constituent pressure to help move the needle for individual senators' opinions. So even if you feel like it is pointless, please, if you are in a red state, contact your Republican senators and ask them not to vote for this bill. specifically talk about how it will hurt you, how it will hurt the people that you know and love, and why you do not support it. Because this is the moment, while they are debating it in committee and preparing to bring it into the floor for what is most definitely going to be a contentious floor debate, this is the moment where you have some of the most power as a constituent. Because again, these people are not in agreement. They are heavily divided on this. And that means that your voice has the potential to really change where people are on an issue. If a senator is kind of on the fence about some of these things and gets an outpouring of contacts from constituents saying that they do not support this, then that has the potential to sway their opinion. And you might be surprised. I have heard even some highly conservative members of Congress express reluctance about things like cutting the federal funding for Medicaid. And there is a lot more fissures in their supposed front of solidarity than you would think. And so please, 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 it is only moderately helpful at this point for somebody like me who has Democratic senators to contact them about this bill, because they have already been spending hours and hours fighting against it. But if you have Republican senators, this is a moment where you have the potential to make a difference. So please call them, get your friends and family to call them, ask everybody that you know to call them, share this video, etc. This is the moment where we need to be as loud as possible, and we need to sustain that noise for as many weeks as we can.
I seriously love this whole thing. I don't even know if I should smile or if I should feel so sorry. But yeah, this is so sorry to see, because these guys are disabled. Like, oh my goodness. These guys are disabled. What is the present administration turning into? Like, you don't even have the right to speak up. You don't have the right for peaceful protest. You don't have the right to express yourself. You don't, like, all they want is just shush and let's deal with you. If you react, we are gonna get you arrested. So internet is reacting to the fact that some group of disabled people were actually protesting due to Medicaid, and they were like, oh my god, look at our condition, and you are trying to cut off Medicaid. And because of that, they decided that, okay, let's have a peaceful protest in order for these people to see that we also matter. But what did they get in return? They got arrested, they got tied up, they got humiliated. Like, not only are they going to feel sorry for themselves for being handicapped, for being disabled, they're also going to feel so sorry for getting arrested, because they are protesting for their well-being. They are protesting for their rights to live, for their right to receive Medicaid, for their rights to exist. Like, when I tell people that this present administration do not even care about you, they don't care if you're blue, white, red, and center. All they care about is themselves. And don't be surprised that some of these people whom are getting arrested, and where's Uncle Sam? Like, some of them massively voted for this present administration. It's so this is just so unbelievable. You voted massively for something that is against you, and now you are seeing the repercussion. Like, each and every person day comes with the story, comes with an FA and FO. Like, sometimes I ask myself, when is it even going to end? When is this feel of, oh, we actually voted for, we already actually know what we voted for? But it has always been disappointment upon disappointment. If it's not veteran today, it will be women today. If it's not every other thing that has been happening during this past few months, it's another thing in between. Today episode is the episode of the veterans, of the disabled. The other time was the farmers losing their farms. Like, what is really happening? What is going on? Why arresting? What? Like, you can even arrest them if you want, but to tie them up? Oh, God. Tying them up don't even make any sense because these guys are disabled and they're not going to run. They're not running anywhere. Tying them up, making them look like criminals are just so despicable because these guys are already disabled. These guys are not running anywhere. They're not going, like, they are just trying to make you guys, know that they still matter. They want to let you guys know that they have the rights to live. If they don't do this, that might lose everything. But what do they get in return? They get, we don't care about you. That is what they get in return. We don't care about you, and if you disturb us any further, we are going to tie you up. The thing is that they did this and was airing it on live. That means they are sending messages to other disabled people who has a plan to come out for a peaceful protest. Like, they don't want you to express yourself. There is no freedom of speech, no freedom of expression, no freedom of nothing. Just take anything that they give you. They're gonna cut off anything that they want to cut off. And out to theirs, like, somebody was like, this administration is all about taking and taking and taking from the poor while adding to the rich. And the thing is that people voted for this. People advocated for this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I just popped up on my For You and I was like, oh my God, what has this disabled people done? I thought maybe they did something so despicable that warrant them being treated the way that they've been treated. Only for me to later realize that they were all tied up because of a peaceful protest. Oh, God. Like, oh my goodness, lovelies. It is actually getting tougher each and every passing day. And it's unfortunate that this is exactly what people want. This is exactly what MAGA supporters voted for. I even go through some people's commentaries. People are like, oh my God, go get a job. Yeah. Who is actually going to hire these disabled people? It's so easy to tell them to go get a job. I saw so many MAGA people telling them, oh, go get a job, or do something. Like, yeah. Even if they have a job or there is a job waiting for them, it is a limited one. It is a very limited job. It takes an organization that, to hire a disabled person. Like, I don't know why people forget what humanity is all about. Anyway, lovelies, and I just leave me your own thought in the comment section for you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Please, lovelies, share, subscribe, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one. Like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.